Put your camera down. If you're a professional sports photographer, a wildlife filmmaker, or someone who's been saving up for a flagship mirrorless rig, I need you to listen very, very carefully. We are standing at the beginning of 2026, and the rumors that have been swirling for the last year have finally hit critical mass. Behind the closed doors of Nikon's research labs, something is being built that is designed to do more than just update the Z9. It's being built to end the debate. It's the Nikon Z9 II. And for the first time, Nikon isn't just competing with Canon and Sony. They are weaponizing their acquisition of Red Digital Cinema to change what a hybrid camera actually means. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. I've been monitoring the supply chain delays, the patent filings for next-gen global shutter tech, and the whispers from the sidelines of the upcoming global sporting events. What I've uncovered isn't just a faster Z9. It is a machine that integrates Hollywood-grade cinematech with a sensor that defies the traditional laws of physics. In this video, we are breaking down the confirmed leaks, the transition to a potential 61-megapixel stacked sensor, the insane 8K 120p internal recording that just made the Mac Studio sweat, and the predictive AI autofocus that doesn't just track subjects, it anticipates their next move. If you want to know if you should buy the discounted Z9 today or wait for the beast that is the Z9 II, you cannot turn this off. Let's start with the Red Revolution, because this is the single biggest advantage Nikon has ever had. When Nikon bought Red Digital Cinema, the internet went wild. But we didn't see the fruit of that labor in 2024 or 2025. The Z9 II is the official debut. We are hearing from insiders that the Z9 II will feature a red-inspired color science engine built directly into the EXPEED processor. This isn't just a firmware update. We are talking about the ability to shoot red code RAW, or 3D, internally, directly to your CF Express Type B cards. For filmmakers, this is the holy grail. You're getting a professional cinema camera's workflow in a body that can also fire off 30 frames per second of high-res stills. It effectively kills the need for a separate cinema rig. But what about the sensor? This is where the debate is raging. The original Z9 set the world on fire by removing the mechanical shutter entirely. The Z9 II is taking that a step further. While some leaks point to a massive 61.2 megapixel stacked CMOS sensor to compete with high-res monsters, others are whispering about a hybrid global shutter. Imagine a sensor with 45 megapixels that can read every single pixel at the exact same moment, completely eliminating rolling shutter, not just mostly, but entirely. If Nikon pulls this off, the Z9 II becomes the ultimate tool for flash photography and ultra-high-speed sports. No more warping of golf clubs or tennis rackets. Just perfect, distortion-free reality. Now, let's talk about the speed, because the EXPEED processor is a monster. The original Z9 can do 20 frames per second in RAW. The Z9 II is reportedly targeting 30 to 40 frames per second in full-resolution 14-bit RAW. And if you're okay with a slight crop, we're looking at a staggering 120 or even 240 frames per second for JPEGs. But it's not just about spraying and praying. Nikon is introducing Predictive AI Autofocus 2.0.